In this video, we're going to take a look at a new knot tying aid called the Knot Needle. That is needle with a K. This is a new knot tying aid that allows you to pass the tool kind of through the loops and the knot as you tie it. So it does not tie the knots for you. You still have to learn how to actually tie the knots, but what this tool does is it makes it much easier to tie and kind of acts as a second pair of fingers or a second pair of hands so that you can basically grip the tag end of the line and pass it through your knots. So it comes with this little clip to kind of tether it to your vest or your pack. It also has a nail knot tool hidden behind the back end, and it is spring loaded, and that is what grips your tag end to your line. Other cool thing about this is it'll actually grip a fly as well. So you can just put the bend of the fly in there, and then you can use that to thread as well. It doesn't really work on really small flies, but any of your larger to medium-sized flies, it works just fine. So we'll go ahead and just thread it here. And it helps too, when you're first learning how to use this tool, pull out 8 or so inches of line, and that'll kind of help you figure out how to use the tool. So to start, you're going to want to grip your tag end, and you do that just by using that spring-loaded part of the tool. Then you just want to let the tool just kind of dangle. You want to hold the fly, and you want to hold your leader or your standing line. The idea here is you're just going to take the standing line and just spin that tool around the standing line 5 times. And what we're going to do is just show you how to tie a clinch knot. And I just said 5 times for this, but you actually want to use more wraps the thinner the line is. So if you're using like 5X, you might want to use a 6th wrap. If you're using real thick stuff, it only is 5 or so. Then you're just going to take the tool and you're just going to drop it in the loop right up there by the fly, and just drop it in there. And essentially that's your standard clinch knot all done. All you have to do is wet it, lube it, and then cinch it down. So you can see it didn't tie the knot for me, but it really made it pretty simple, quick, and easy. So let's do a improved clinch knot here. We'll just start this all over. Get myself a nice clean tag end. So you're going to start the same way. Crimp your tag end there. Spin the tool 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to take the tool, drop it in a loop. Now to do an improved, we're not done yet. I have to take the tool again and pass it through the top loop. So I dropped it through the bottom loop. Now we just have to drop it through the top loop. And there is our clinch knot all done. Then you can just pull the tool off and seat your improved clinch knot. So really neat little tool. It'll tie basically any knot you want, just because it acts as the same way as your tag end, because it can pass through the knots. But it has a little bit of weight to it, so it'll hang there, and then your knot just doesn't come unraveled when you're tying it with your hands. That's the biggest frustration for a lot of guys tying, is they get halfway through the knot, they accidentally let go of the tag end goes whoop, and flips right back through the knot, comes undone. So this helps also stop that from happening, and it just acts as a second pair of hands by just gripping onto the tag end. So you can actually go to his website or his YouTube channel here, and if you scan that QR code, it'll take you to his videos, and he's tying Orvis knots and surgeon's knots and uni knots, perfection loops. Really, any knot that you can think of can be tied with that tool. So really different little tool, kind of neat. He put some thought into it and acts a lot differently than a lot of the other things already out there. That is the Knot Needle.